everyone, my name is Mike, and this is the Bored Cyborg. I think I just broke both of my kneecaps. Welcome back to yet another episode of What's in the Bag, which is my version of the movie collection update, where I go over the movies, the Blu-rays, the DVDs, the VHS, the video games, the comic books, the books, anything like that I've picked up over the last few weeks or month or so, and show it all off in video format. We're not wasting any time today, we're jumping right in. We got a 4K, baby! I'm just gonna call them 4K from now on. Apocalypse Now. This is an incredible set. The final cut has 73 discs. Blu-rays. It's got special features. It's got all the cuts from the film. I want to say 3 cuts. The theatrical, the final, and the redux. Cool packaging. It feels like it's missing a slipcover here, but I'm not exactly sure, but I love the artwork. Newly commissioned for sure. This is awesome. I can't wait to sit down and watch the final cut of this film. I've only seen Apocalypse Now once, and it's a heavy motherfucker of a film, but I really love the film. It's dark, it's depressing, it's war, man. Next up is one of 3 that I found at Goodwill before I started filming again. I had to free up space on my damn phone. Times is hard. I walked into Goodwill and they had 3 Asian horror flicks, or actually 4 in total. This first one here, a double feature, Tales from the East and Return of the Evil Fox, from the late 90s and I think the year 2000. Never had heard of these films. Obviously I picked them up because, I mean, you never see this kind of stuff anywhere, let alone the Goodwill. Got it for 69 cents, can't beat it. Hopefully these films aren't bad. Do you guys know either of these? I've never even heard of them. Pretty cool, though. Next up, same trip, I found The Ghost of Mae Nak. This is a Thai film, Thai horror film that actually has been on my list for quite some time, and I found it brand new. Actually still sealed up top. It doesn't have the shrink wrap. Brand new on DVD. Here. It only exists on DVD, not on Blu-ray as far as I could find, but I'm looking forward to this one. I know nothing about it. It's a Thai ghost story. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. Ghost of Mae Nak. And the last one I found at the Goodwill during that trip is The Victim, another Thai horror film. This one actually still sealed. Awesome. I know nothing about this movie, even less than The Ghost of Mae Nak. Either way, I'm glad to add it to the collection. My Tartan Asian Extreme collection is ever growing. I want everything that they put out. I wish they would start releasing more Blu-rays, to be quite honest. That would be amazing. I don't even know if they're still around. I think they are, but they should really be doing these kinds of films on Blu-ray. That would be just awesome to have a collection of the Tartan Asian extreme films. Either way, that is The Victim. I fell into the burning ring of fire and went down. Don Wilson's Ring of Fire. Not Johnny Cash's. Sorry, I butchered that song. I can't get that low. Don Wilson, I'm giving another try. He's yet to impress me, to be quite honest. I haven't seen many of his films. I've seen a few. Night Hunter being one of them. Cyber Tracker, I think, being another one of them. Ring of Fire looks like a Bloodsport knockoff. A Kumite-style martial arts tournament. Looks good, simple. Hopefully it gives me some good action and makes me a Don the Dragon Wilson, believer. I want to be a believer. Hopefully Ring of Fire will be the film to do so. Next up, I picked this up on Thursday. A gentleman came into the store with a fat stack of martial arts DVDs, some of which went home with me. Some of them were bootlegs, but I even bought a few of the bootlegs because I didn't know if you could buy these films elsewhere. Either way, the one I'm going to show off today is The Water Margin. Strange title, but it is a Celestial Pictures release. You know you're getting a good transfer and translation when you pick up a Celestial Pictures Shaw Brothers film. That is what this is. This is from 1972, so pretty early Shaw Brothers there. Really looking forward to checking this out. Looks like a martial arts war epic Shaw Brothers flick. And it's directed by Chung Che, actually, so that's doubly awesome. I've not seen a Che film that I think is bad. The Five Venoms. He's done tons of Shaw Brothers films that are just awesome. The Water Margin. This one was in the same stack of martial arts movies that came into my job, and I knew I was going on with this just based on the cast. This is from 1999. It's called Shiri, and it's a South Korean action flick. I think it's 1999. Yeah, 99. Now listen to this. It stars Min-sik Choi and Kang Ho-sung. Min-sik Choi you'd know from Old Boy. He is Old Boy. And then Kang Ho-sung has been in a bunch of Jun Bong-ho films. Films like, even films like Thirst. In terms of Jun Bong-ho, he was in... most recently, Parasite. He was in Snowpiercer, The Host, Memories of Murder. He's a Jun Bong-ho mainstay. So the two of them together in a South Korean action flick, hell yeah. I didn't even know this movie existed. This is before the big burst, the explosion of South Korean revenge action films and South Korean filmmakers. So, Shidi, really looking forward to checking this one out. Awesome. I can't feel my leggies. Next up, we have 5 Blu-rays here. My Cousin Vinny was an upgrade. I haven't seen this movie in years, but I do love it. My Cousin Vinny with Joe Pesci. Oh man, the two Utes. It's just infinitely quotable. Marissa Tomei, who I believe won for Best Supporting Actress in this film. Funny, heartfelt, great movie. My Cousin Vinny, one of Pesci's best, no doubt about it. Next up, guys, sometimes I'm looking on Amazon and something is so cheap that I have to buy it. And I couldn't pass this up, and I think I'm going to regret buying this. It was $2.99 shipped on Prime. I don't know if it is anymore, but I was like, $2.99 for like 3 films? Okay. The Johnny Walker Collection, Super Hell 1, 2, and 3. I think these are going to be really, really low budget, no budget, sort of trashy ass horror films. Maybe I'll get some enjoyment out of them. I don't know. Have you guys seen any of these movies? Welcome to the demented realm of Super Hell. Johnny Walker brings us an array of vast, twisted horrors in this latest sleazeball collection. Killers, clowns, transvestites, I'm reading, rednecks, and heavy metal music. Welcome to the party. Oh boy, I think I'm already regretting this purchase. Next up, speaking of Shaw Brothers, we have the 7 Golden Vampires. Shaw Brothers, Hammer Studios, meeting up and giving us a glorious martial arts horror film. Oh, I wish there were more films like this. And actually, the alternate cover has the 7 Brothers Meet Dracula, which was an alternate title, which is pretty awesome. Scream Factory does such a good job with this stuff. Peter Cushing, David Chung, who was a mainstay in a lot of the Shaw Brothers films. Obviously, Cushing, a mainstay in a lot of the Hammer films. Team up to track down Dracula and take care of business. I love this movie. It's a blast. Is it perfect? No. Is it the best Shaw Brothers movie? No. Is it the best Hammer movie? No. But it is a blast from start to finish, and you get plenty of kung fu action. No doubt about it. I love the 7 Golden Vampires. This was an upgrade from my DVD that I sold off and even made a buck or two buying this used. So, the 7 Golden Vampires. Next up, another upgrade. I did spend probably like $5 or $6 for this, but it will be well worth it. I've seen this film once before on DVD, and I don't remember much about it. I know it was beautiful to look at, but the story sort of went over my head, to be quite honest. Criterion Collection, baby. Stalker from 1979. Tarkovsky? Andrei Tarkovsky. Post-apocalyptic film. Again, don't remember much about this, but I remember being awed by the visuals and by the score and by the performances. Can't wait to sit down, crack this bad boy open, and watch this again. I have a feeling it's going to become one of my favorites from the 70s. Here's hoping, man. Stalker. Next up, I want to thank my buddy Ben. Thank you, Ben, so much. He gifted me this. He's actually my friend in real life, and he also watches the videos here. A Page of Madness. We hung out a few nights ago as of recording this video, and he gave this to me, which was just awesome. He tracked it down, found it, and gifted it to me. He knew that I only needed this, actually was the one of 3 films I needed to complete my silent horror film collection. This, of course, A Page of Madness, is a Japanese silent horror film from 1926, directed by Tenosuke Kinugasa. Can't wait to sit down and watch this. In fact, we popped it in just to see some of the imagery and the transfer. It's incredible. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch this movie. Like I said, this was one of 3 films that I needed to complete my silent horror film collection, which I can't wait to start watching and do a video on. A Page of Madness, which actually also has Portrait of a Young Man from 1925 to 1931. Not exactly sure what that means, but hey, I wanted it for A Page of Madness. Thank you, Ben. And last but certainly not least, a film I've yet to see, a German film, I believe. Yes, Vampire. So I only need 1 silent horror film left to complete my collection. That is The Last Warning by Flicker Alley, which some argue may not be a horror film, but I've done some research. Seems like a horror flick to me. I'm counting it. It's the last one I need. Vampire from the Criterion Collection on Blu-ray here by Theodore Dreyer. Can't wait to watch this. I know it's going to blow me away. Now, this one is a pseudo-silent film. I still count it because the majority of the dialogue is told in intertitles, as far as I understand. But Dreyer this was his first sound film, and he had a lot of trouble making it. So he shot it in like 3 different languages, and all of the dialogue, I believe, again, I haven't seen it, are told through intertitles, but there was sound in the movie. So I still sort of count it as a silent film. Some of you may have a better argument as to why it may not be. But either way, I'm very excited to add this to the collection. Can't wait to watch it. And The Last Warning is the final silent film that I need to complete my silent horror film collection, which will be glorious. Can't wait to do a video on it. And more so, can't wait to sit down and watch some of the ones that I've yet to see. Anyway, that is Vampire. I just want to thank you all for checking out my latest What's in the Bag, guys. A lot of cool stuff this time around. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know what you guys have picked up over the last couple weeks or so. Feel free to leave that down in the comments below, and we'll get a little discussion rolling. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as well as the little bell for notifications. Anyway, guys, I will see you all next time. Bored Cyborg, out! See ya!